Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing my Boxycharm video. I haven't done one. I didn't do one last month, but that's because I actually took over their Instagram, so I kind of did a little tutorial over on their Instagram. But today I am doing my March Boxycharm video, and if you are new to my channel, every single month I receive my Boxycharm and I do a makeup tutorial using the products that are in the month's box. We have so many good things in this month's box, and I am so excited to make my vision come together for what I have in mind for this makeup tutorial. So yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and get started with the look. As always, my Boxycharm videos are not sponsored. I do them because I want to do them and because I think they're fun and a lot of you guys enjoy them. And I am not naked, I'm wearing clothes, but it's hot in here, so yeah. First thing that I see in my box is the South Main 3-Eye Gel Pack. And this is supposed to reduce puffiness, dark circles, and it moisturizes the eye area. And this retails for $10. So you do get 3 of them. So I went ahead and I popped a pair under my eyes, and it feels really nice and cooling. You're supposed to leave it on for 30 minutes. So I'm actually gonna leave them on as I do my eyeshadow. I hope it's not distracting. If it is, I'm sorry, but I wanna give it a fair chance to see if I like it or not. So I'm gonna be working on the eyeshadow and stuff, and then we will be back to the skin later on. So let's go ahead and move on to eyeshadow. So in this month's box, Boxycharm actually teamed up with Pure Cosmetics, and they created this gorgeous palette that we are going to be using today. This pink shade is calling my name, so that's probably what I am going to be using today. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. And this retails for $36, and the box is only $21. So just with this palette, you paid off your box, which is crazy. And they also included these eye brushes. This is from the Vintage Cosmetic Company, and this set retails for $23.15. So that's nice. Let's go ahead and pop these open so that we can use them with our eyeshadow. So this is what these look like. Super cute. They have super cute sayings. It says step 1 for the money, step 2 for the shadow, and step 3, you go girl. So these are super cute. So we're going to go ahead and use that while using this palette as well. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyelids, and I'm going to take a concealer to do so. I am taking the YSL All Hours concealer. Any concealer will do. The reason why I am using this one is because it matches really nice with the foundation that I am going to be applying. So I'm going to go ahead and take that first brush that came in the eye kit, step 1, and I am going to take this shade right here, and it has the cutest name. This is called Purefect, as in pure and then effect, because you get it, it's a Pure and Boxycharm collaboration. That is so cute. So I am going to take this, and I am going to place this all over my lid, and this is just going to set that concealer into place to make sure that there is no creasing when we are doing our eyeshadow. One thing I am noticing is that the brush is super duper dense. It's not a soft brush at all. It's dense. So since it's dense, it has a ton of fallout. It's not a fluffy brush, which honestly, I am not really a fan of. I really like fluffy brushes. Now that my eyelids are set, I'm actually gonna do something a little bit different. And I am going to take this ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Lock Diary. I believe we received this in a Boxycharm a long time ago, because I don't remember buying this off the ColourPop website, and I'm pretty sure it was my Boxycharm, I'm 100% sure. So I am going to take this, and I am actually going to use this as my eyelid base for the eyeshadow that I am going to be applying next. I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to place this right in here. I'm not gonna take it up in the crease. I'm gonna keep it nice and low. I'm taking this crown brush. I'm going to take this, and I am just going to blend it upwards towards that crease just a little bit, You definitely want to keep this nice and low. You do not want to make this up into the crease because it's just going to be too much. So make sure that you just keep it really nice and packed in that lid area. You can definitely extend it in that crease just a little bit, but don't overdo it. Make sure that it's nice and soft. Using a liquid lip is a really good hack that you can do in case you don't have a specific gel liner that you want to do, or if you don't have a specific color, or if you don't want to invest in something like this, because let's be honest, how often are you really going to do this intense of a look? So if you have a liquid lipstick that you can use, definitely use it. And you know, I love makeup because there are no rules and a ton of products are multi-purpose. And liquid lipstick is just one of those products. So go ahead and take the shade called Belle, which is a really pretty kind of pinky transition shade. I'm taking it with another Sigma E35. I am just going to put this in my crease just to kind of transition that pink just a little bit better. But don't worry, because we are going to be using something different later on, just to make it transition just a little bit easier. So I am just going to put this in my crease just to blend out those edges. So going in with that step 1 brush once again and taking the shade BFF, I'm gonna take that and I am going to pack this all over my entire lid. I'm gonna go ahead and transition the eye just a little bit more to make it a little bit more effortless, to blend out the edges so that everything is nice and smooth. So I am going to take this blush by Makeup Geek, and this is called XOXO. So I am going to go ahead and begin to apply this in my crease. And this is just going to smooth everything over and blend out those edges. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of product at a time because I don't want it to be too pink. And then I'm going to build up as I go. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off those eye gels. It hasn't been exactly 30 minutes, but I am ready to move on to my lower lash line. It did depuff them a little bit. Like, I see less lines and I really, really like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and very quickly take a makeup wipe and I'm going to just go ahead and wipe off the excess fallout and clean up that outer edge. Okay, so moving on to skin, I'm going to start off by priming my skin using the Dermalogica Hydra Blur Primer. If you guys know, this is one of my favorite primers ever. Now, my skin has been super dry recently, so I am going to go in with the Kevyn Aucoin, the Neo Elixir Weightless Beauty Oil. So I am just going to apply this like so. My skin has just been super duper dry. So I am just going to go ahead and apply that using my beauty sponge. Just kind of blend that in. Now our skin is ready for foundation. So for foundation today, I am using the Jouer Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation. I am in the shade Fawn. So I'm going to shake it up. And I am going to apply it. Go ahead and apply it using the Aesthetica C14 brush. I'm going to put some on the brush and then I'm just going to swipe it over. And if you have never tried this foundation, you need the littlest amount. 1 pump is just enough to cover your whole entire face. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my Morphe sponge and I am just going to blend this into the skin. And take some concealer, and again I'm going back in with that YSL All Hours concealer and I'm going to apply this under the eyes. And I love this concealer with this foundation because of the color of it. It just has such a pretty color and I feel like it complements this foundation so well, like the undertone of it. But again, use any concealer that you own. You do not have to use this one because I know it's a little expensive. It's a lot expensive. So just use what you have at home. I'm also gonna put some down the center. I'm gonna take some right here, and then right in here. And again, I'm gonna go back in with that Morphe sponge and I'm just going to blend this in. Before I go in and blend out my nose highlight, I'm going to go in with this Avon True Color. This is the Transforming Contour Stick in Light. I talked about this in my last video and I love the color of this. I love how it made my nose look, so I have been using it ever since. And I'm just going to put this on the sides of my nose to contour. It's like the perfect undertone for my skin. This is the step 2 for the shadow brush that came in that kit that we received in this month's box. And I'm just going to take this and I'm going to blend out that edge, that contoured edge, just to make it nice and seamless. And then once you have it somewhat blended, I'm going to go back in with that beauty blender and I'm just going to blend it out some more. And I'm also going to blend out that highlight that we applied. I'm going to go ahead and set the under eyes. I am taking the NYX Highlight and Contour Palette. I'm going to take this shade right here. And I am using the Aesthetica C21 brush to do so. And I am just going to place this right here under the eyes. So that brush was not working, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Sephora. And again, I am taking this shade right here. And I am going to apply this under the eyes to set that concealer. I'm going to put a little bit of this on the chin. I'm also going to put some right here in the middle of my forehead. So I'm going to go ahead and leave my under eyes really nice and bright for now, and then later on we'll go in and we'll dust everything off. But let's go ahead and move on to bronzer. So for bronzer, I am using the number 7 Golden Sand Bronzer, and I am taking the Aesthetica P12 brush, and I am going to put this and I'm going to apply this in the hollows of the cheeks. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and take a clean brush and I'm going to dust off the powder under my eyes just a little bit so that it's not too bright. Go ahead and take the Aesthetica C12 brush and that same bronzer that I used, and I am going to just apply this on the sides of the nose just a little bit, just to kind of set that contour shade into place. So moving on to the lower lashes, I'm going to go ahead and take that same purpley shade, which is called BFF. I'm going to take it with number 3 this time, with brush number 3. And I'm going to apply this in my lower lash line. Now, I'm not going to smoke it out. I'm only going to place it because since this is kind of a pinky shade, you definitely want to place it very strategic because you don't want to look sick. You want to look like you just have makeup on. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to smoke it out under the lower lash line. I am literally just going to place the shade because if you smoke it out, it's going to look like pink eye. And that is not what we're going for. That's not it. I'm just going to go ahead and take a brown pencil and I'm going to line my waterline. Take the Ofra highlighter, and this is in the shade Pillow Talk. It's a nice pinky highlight. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to place that in the tip of the nose and also down the bridge of the nose. And then go in with a clean brush and just blend out those edges. So I'm going to really quickly fill in my brows and then I'll be right back to finish the rest of the face. So now that the brows are done, I'm going to go back in with that Ofra highlight and I am going to apply this to my brow bone just to kind of highlight the arch of the brow and clean everything up. I'm also going to apply a little bit of this on the inner corner. Okay, so also in this month's box, we received the Butter London Double Decker Lashes Mascara, and this retails for $20. So it says 200% thicker lashes and 314% increase in lash curls. So those are some big numbers. So let's go ahead and put it to the test and apply. The difference between one lash and the other lash. So I went ahead and I applied some lashes off camera because I need to get like this close to the mirror. These are the Kiss Triple Push-Up Collection in the shade Teddy. I love them. They're super duper wispy and girly, and I am obsessed. So now that's out of the way, the only thing left to do is blush and lips. So for blush, I'm taking this pretty Vulgar blush, and it's called Hush Blush. And this is also part of the Boxycharm this month, and this retails for $26. And I think I mentioned that the shade I have is number 18. So I am going to go ahead and apply this using the Aesthetica H16 blush brush or highlight brush, whatever you want to call it. It's a fan brush. And I'm going to smile, and I'm going to put this in the apples of the cheeks. Okay, so I'm not going to be applying highlight to my skin because I kind of like this look that I have going where the skin is like super matte but still natural finish. So I'm going to go ahead and skip the highlight, and the only thing left to do is the lips. So I'm going to start off by lining my lips using the NYX lip pencil in the shade Nutmeg. I'm going to go in with the Buxom. This is the Baba Plump Lip in Top It Off. I'm going to put that right over. Right in the center, I'm going to go in with another Baba Plump in this one, and this one is in the shade Amuse Me. It's a little bit more pink. Put it right in the center. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish everything off by applying some more of the Rose Water from Mario Badescu. And then just set it off. Okay, so this is the finished look. I went ahead and I put on a shirt because, you know, we need to make it a little bit more appropriate for the internet. Not that I was naked, I have a shirt on, but it's like a little tube top. It's not really a shirt. So I went ahead and I put on a shirt, and I also added some earrings just to dress it up a little bit. Not that the look needs it because it's hot pink, but you know. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Definitely my standout product this month that came in the box was the eyeshadow palette. It's just so beautiful. It has so many colors, which means you can do so many different looks with it. Love the formula, loved how well it performed on the eyes, love the pigmentation, obsessed with the palette. One thing I wasn't too crazy about was the eyeshadow trio. I think that they're just a little bit too dense and it's not what I'm used to working with, but they still did the job just fine. I still got a good look with them, so I'm happy about that, but I use them again, probably not, to be honest, but yeah, they still did a good job. It was a decent job, just not a great job. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, which is right next to the subscribe button, so that you can get an update sent to your phone every single time I upload a new video, because YouTube is playing us and they sometimes don't send out videos. So if you don't want to miss any videos, go ahead and click that bell. And that is it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go, and I will see you guys this Sunday with a new video. I've been talking for so long. I love you, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Mwah.